Just getting a few things ready my end. Thank you for waiting, and if anyone's there at the moment, a very, very good evening to you. Okay, I'm up and running. This is day 38 of Kathra, and it feels like an eternity since I picked up this lovely character and carried on playing. I'm playing this from a role-playing perspective, meaning I'm trying to pretend to be and allow for there to be belief that this character is as real as possible, rather than just strolling along and hacking and slashing, or as I used to play, jumping in from 100 meters behind and just shooting people for fear of being caught. Anyway, Kathra has ended up in this extraordinary valley. There's someone dead down there, and although she intends to go on, she's got a nagging feeling that if she could just work out the hows of how to get across this one gap here, she would be happy. So I'll just show you, but in terms of the storytelling element, I think me just standing there watching probably isn't good enough. But there's a beautiful looking bow across there, and obviously this doorway will, sorry, not a doorway, is it? This platform will rise up, and I haven't quite worked out how to do that and if it's something to do with this, but the last time I tried it wasn't, and yet this is clearly about something, right? So let's have a look again with this lever. So it puts that down and doesn't put that up, and yet there's this strange demonic glowing symbols here. It's a really nice piece of work on the mod, and I don't know what it's for, and I don't know if it's connected to that gateway in any way. Can't remove that sword. I seem to be poorly. Let's have a look. Moderate fatigue. Okay. Nothing really out of the ordinary there. And I know I won't be able to jump across, and I've certainly, as a player, my character's definitely learnt nothing that will teach her how to get up there in terms of using the dragon's voice. So what I will do is quickly move on, and that's fine. Alright. Another time, and actually, really, Kathra is not interested in bows anyway, so she'll move on. She has a sense that her time here is coming to a close. She's killed some strange necromancer that was in a tower, which was beautifully made in the last game, and this time she's hoping to close another part of her story. It wasn't there because that opened that gate. Okay. Oh well. There'll be a secret here somewhere that opens that door. I think if my character was interested, she'd probably have a look. So let's go in. Onwards through another door, possibly down into the dark. Yes. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is make sure I've got what I want equipped.
What time to end this little?
Let me see. I wonder if the thing is here. The thing that opens that platform. Be an odd place to put it, wouldn't it? So there's more bandits here. Up against Draugr. Okay, let's keep looking then. I always find the catacombs really eerie, and Kathra certainly has a bad taste of having had poor experiences here, but has realised that she's always been called there for some reason or not. This spell is so powerful. This sound effects. I get, at first I didn't understand the sound effects, you know, roaring on the weather of the valley here, but she's really uncomfortable with the power of this spell. It sounds very strange, but for Kathra to go from dying an awful lot to suddenly being able to wipe out an adversary with one spell does make her feel incredibly uncomfortable. Okay, why can't I get up there? Broken steel sword handle. That looks like activate a handle. No. Okay, let's pull on that again. Whoa! Spikes. Ah! That's quite clever. Some steps going down. So Kathra came here to the Valley of Peace to gain peace and escape the daedric lord princes that were playing with her, only to find that this place is infested and overrun by some sort of daedric overlord. Some sort of dark priest that's been summoned from oblivion. And it seemed that no matter how much she wants to escape it, she is drawn to, or she is being drawn to these people. Okay. It's interesting because I'd argue that this spell is specifically to help her defeat the entities that are here. Okay. Whoa. Okay. As a player, I think I've seen a similar to that in an old program called Nightmare where that happens. These kind of passages open and close. Okay. So I've got a limited amount of time to walk on these as I go. Whoa. It'd help if I remembered the pattern, sequence. Whoa. Okay. Phew. That was a really nice thing they've put in. Okay, let's definitely clear this place of shades before I go any further. As if they're waiting at the back there. I'm never going to get him from here, am I? No. Go unless. Maybe. I'll give it one more go. Ha! There we go. Ah, and the thunder and the rumbling is when you actually succeed. Okay, let's have a look again. Was that another one then? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, down there. It's a beautiful effect on that spell actually. But I missed out on this. Gosh, this is huge. Oh, a gap. Okay. Okay, I'm going to need to watch that one more time. To my left. That's really pretty. I love this effect. I'd like to know if there's some sort of story behind this, the runes that are on it as well. That'd be quite interesting. Definitely made to catch out any pesky, unintelligent thieves, and might explain what some of the bandits haven't got this far. Whether they have an innate distrust in magic. Okay, I get it. Just got to remember that time when there's the jump. Whoa. Certainly pulling out of the view is helping a lot. God, there's a jump somewhere, isn't there? There we go. Whew. These poor undead seem to get hit by their own tombs quite a lot, which is a bonus for me. Let's have a look in here then. Nope, it's not. I usually never do that. I always try and check out everywhere before I open the next door, see if there's any traps. Scroll of Worm Shroud. Okay. I realise I'm going to be over encumbered again if I'm not careful. I both love and get the shivers of being in these places. The sound effects are just so good. Like kind of cold breeze that goes draft calling through. Okay, let's have a look. It's such a pity I can't carry some of these things. Oh, okay, so I recognise these symbols before. An eagle. Whale, snake. They must have something to do with the next room. I've become quite good at knowing these. Kathra has. Let's remember that again. What was the first one or the last one? Snake, whale, eagle. Snake, whale, eagle. Okay, let's go and have a look. Right, so whale, so snake I think first. Whale. And an eagle, is it? Okay. Just want to have a look here. These 3 pillars. Old magic comes in 3s. That is something Kathra knows. Why she knows that, I don't know. I'm just writing that down. These kind of little kind of ideas that come into my head are nice for building up the character. Oh, fantastic! It worked. This is where you get the shivers. You've now entered somewhere you know you probably shouldn't be. Going up, that sense of going up is actually almost creepier than going down. That sounds strange. Scroll of Conjure Netherlich. Summons a Netherlich for 180. Damaging disease. Let's go. Raises the dead. Now, interestingly, Kathra is against this massively. This idea of bringing back the dead, and this is why she's so torn in understanding why she's being drawn to summoning. She wonders if it's something to do with what she was running from. Whether in the place where she's come from, whether she was asked to do something that required summoning, or whether it's something she can do without knowing it. There's a connection, or whether there's a connection to Oblivion and the daedra. She doesn't know, but she's going to pick up that scroll, and usually she wouldn't. So let's look at what I can eat in order for me to say that I can take this. There we go. Okay. Whoa, okay. Just not doing it, just not sitting, not moving at all. It's interesting that it's just motionless. I wonder if that's a glitch with the game. But it does kind of ruin the fear a little bit, somewhat. A bit thirsty, okay. I think I was reading as well that wine for the courage No, didn't want to pick that up. Let's have a look. I realised that meant I could have put it back on it, doesn't it? Okay, let's carry on. I think as a player, but as the character as well, you instinctively know when you're getting closer to something that you don't really want to be close to. Whew. Okay. There's lots of gold around here. I would usually say what do the dead do with the gold, but much of this is about rites of passage and the wealth in the next world, but these poor Draugr are enslaved in this world. Whoa, what was that? I set off a trap. Must have decayed in time, I guess. See, this guy should have killed me, really. Oh! I can't help but feel some pity, really. Slightly worried that all these health potions are a sign of something to come. And I should be taking them. Magicka as well. The one thing that I've had trouble with is magic. Minor, nothing really good. Let's drop some of these. Let's drop them and them. And instead let's pick up the Magicka potion. Sure, there was another one, wasn't there? Yeah. Plentiful Magicka, fantastic. And I just dropped one of them, so it seems pointless picking that up. Alright. Thank goodness for this spell that I've got from this place. Nothing there that my character feels is of worth. That's brilliant, that skull looking like it's just clambering out. What a lovely, whoa, a lovely touch. Seems odd just walking through and picking these things off. Oh, there's a button here. Okay, and yet that feels like a trap. I wish there could be a reason, character story-wise, why these undead aren't noticing me. I'm able to just walk up to them and destroy them so easily. No. Okay, moving on. It's a far bigger chamber than before. And luckily there doesn't seem to be anything else around at the moment. Chest. Filled with a common soul. I'll take that. There's more money over here. I've got some... I think my character is going to... Kathra is just going to make a note, but what's she going to do with all this money? She's been here for almost 2 months. Well, actually, just, sorry, a little over a month, unless the calendar months here in this world are different. But so what does she do with this money? Who could she give it to? She doesn't want it, she doesn't need it. It's probably not the time or the place to think about that, and yet it is something that she's thinking about. I just want to be sure there's not another undead here that I descend on. Okay, so in this I have to make the leap. Okay. Whoa. Aha, okay. It's going to be like Indiana Jones, isn't it? Whoa, good God. Door is open. Down I go. Ah, there were steps there all along. But at least I found a way out. Again, there's this sense of ascension and a highly ominous looking door. There must be someone in here, right? Yes, yeah. Every time you'll still jump to that noise. Okay. I'm just going to save at this point. Let's call them Kathra's Reflections. And I think this time I'm going to equip that Weather of the Valley. And the Power of the Valley. Is that right? Yeah. Save, sorry. I'll save again. Varunka's Pass. There we go. Okay. Let's see what's here. That's definitely a crypt of something quite high, isn't it? Look at it here. It's a huge chamber for one person. The old god's looking in. Okay, I know what to do. If I can find it, I'll summon a good friend of mine. And then quickly make sure that on the right hand side I have the Power of the Valley, and that on the left hand side I've got the Weather of the Valley. Varunka. Okay, this seems to be damaging. Oh my goodness. Everything died immediately. Whew. That power is ow, ow, ow. Okay, whoa. How on earth? What set that off? That Weather of the Valley spell is scary. I'm just writing that down. Weather of the Valley. Because that destroyed that, whatever it was, a Lich Lord of some sort in moments. And still crackling. Kathra just doesn't feel comfortable with that kind of magic. It's almost too powerful, and it's almost too great a desire to be able to kill something that seems so powerful so quickly. Varunka's Key. I'm going to write that name down too, just to see if there is something in the history books about this creature. It's wearing a crown of some sort, but that creature just destroyed my flame atronach in moments. Let's have a look around properly. Because the thing about this place is I've missed other things, and I just want to make sure I don't miss something this time. No. I don't know what I'm going to get rid of to carry anything in here. It's interesting. A sword and a throne, and it looks like a creature trying to do something there, get away from there, rest back there. I presume this is the way out. And I would presume that there'll be nothing left to fight, but the worst thing you can do in this game is be presumptive. Always be on guard. So, twin chests. No, I didn't mean to cut that. Let's drop that weapon. It's a pity because this would make for a good gift to a good friend of mine. How about in here? So in there with weapons, and in here a bow. One-handed attacks do 20. That's incredible. Scroll of Blizzard. Target takes 20 points of frost damage. Let's take that. Staff of the Avenging Wraith. Summons an Avenging Wraith. Wow, that sounds interesting too, but again drawn to the wrong side, but let's take it. And I know a good friend who would like that too. Okay, I think I'm definitely going to take those two things. So now I've got to look at dropping quite a lot. Broken steel sword handle. I think I'm going to take it just because gut feeling says it might be of an importance. That's the Lord of the Rings in me. Do I drop my... Dropping the firewood would be stupid, wouldn't it? Just because I don't know where I'm going. How many do I need though? I need 4? Drop. Just drop 2. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, let's carry on. I hope I'm right about the 4 and it's going to be safe outside. Trap. Where on earth do I go from here? Coffin. And the way is blocked. Am I meant to... Aha! Aha. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. That was a quick undead. So there were more undead, okay. Scroll of Spectral Warband. Manifest illusions of all allies in combat. Illusions take extra damage from attacks. Well, I wouldn't be interested in magic if I didn't take everything, would I? So I'll take that one. And then maybe I'll drink again. Oh gosh, the last time I drink. How about that? Seems to be better. It's interesting that the money weighs nothing, carrying so much of it, and yet a carrot, right? Okay, nothing here. Bone meal. Okay, I'm just going to save here again because I've got no idea where I'm going to end up. But this suggests I'm out. Varunka's key. So he lived in this place then. This was his crypt in some way, or his homestead, or maybe he was another necromancer studying the dark arts and was trapped.
Never should have come here.
Whoa. And that's exactly what I mean about this magic being too powerful. I just killed someone almost without a thought. And I know it sounds strange because I've killed bandits before, but there's something really unerring about this dark kind of energy coming off him that Kathra doesn't feel comfortable with. Where am I? I'm home. I've done it, and I saw what it said about the whole you're out of here, but the fact of the matter is I've done it. Okay. And I have an idea involving the dark magic and a crypt I've been meaning to get into for a very, very, very long time. And if I'm home, that means my friends are close by. This is going to be quite an emotional moment for Kathra. A lake. I hope I don't die here. That would be embarrassing. Let's go down. I don't recognise this place, but I think I'm heading in the right direction. The pathway to peace is there. So this is why it's told me that I am to head back to the king and let him know. Okay, well, Kathra's come out with the confidence that she went in looking for, being attacked by something. Oh, maybe the mud crabs. And yet, the unnerving knowledge that something in her has changed, and she's not sure if it's for good or for bad. Those watching, in case you don't, or that person watching, in case you don't know, I'm trying to play this as a role-playing exercise, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's very, very different way to how I usually play any game, really, but it's a little bit more rewarding in terms of enjoying the story process. Okay, where am I? Almost there. That's where her friends are, up there. Just above that ridge. And I think Kathra's kind of half tempted to laugh because she knows that they're looking towards the place where she entered, and yet she's coming behind them as a surprise. There they are. Huh. This is just absolutely fantastic and wonderful for Kathra, and yet she realises that she's got to leave them one more time. My horse, Freya.
Finally, you're back.
I am. And I need to give you something for waiting, good friend.
Your burdens.
Okay. Let's see if I can give her her things. I wish you could do a hug on this. That'd be a really nice thing to do. That's a wonderful thing to give her. Wow, she looks incredible. And this too. See what else I can give her. Let's check the weapons. I'm never going to use that. I don't want my character using that. But this, yes. Okay.
I'll stand guard here.
Oh, I am worried about one thing. Where is Barbas? He's gone. Okay. Take care, my good friend. I'll be back one more time. I'm almost finished. What do I not go back? What do I do? No. One more time. to the valley. What on earth? I never saw that before. The demon. Torvald. I found a way out. Are you ready to go?
I have been waiting for this moment for a very long time. I never thought it would actually happen. I'm sorry, but I'm not ready to leave.
Okay.
These violent delights have violent ends.
That sounds very ominous to me. I'm not going to leave. These violent delights have violent ends. So is he staying here because he's worried about who he is and what he'll do out there? Or is he staying here because he plans to do something bad here? That's very mysterious. Inform the king of the pathway out of the valley. I'm now worried that when I inform the king... Ah! Hello, Julie. Well, I'm on for possibly... I don't know. We'll see. But lovely to see you. And nice that you two know each other enough to message each other. I'll happy to keep you in the loop as to where I've got if you need that part of the story so far. But Kathra is close to saying goodbye to the Valley of Peace, and yet possibly a permanent hello. And I've definitely got to get me a horse for in here. I've never thought of this before, but the music used in those ways, I wonder whether I could use it as part of the storytelling and whether that is, in a sense, related to something she's feeling whilst being here. That she's going to tell the king something, but maybe she shouldn't be. And there's still this sword, isn't there? Let's save again. No, nothing. Okay. There's definitely something going on there. It's just whether Kathra feels the need to pursue that part of her story or not. Oh, hello both. Very good, thank you, and lovely to have you both here this fine evening in the Valley of Peace. Kathra's story here has almost come to a close in one respect, and yet in some respect may not have closed because there's too many unanswered stories still here, and yet she's found a way out. Pretty good. I've been super busy work-wise, but this is a pleasure, and it's always really, really lovely to share it with friends as well. Okay, let's talk to King Ragnavar and see what he's got to say. Varunka and Ragnavar.
Impossible. What do you speak of?
I found a way out through the old collapsed tunnel.
You fool! You have no idea what you have done.
Oh dear.
Hurry. Get outside.
Kill a dragon? Oh, what on earth? This is going to be painful, isn't it? And the queen is most displeased with what I've done. If I'm getting outside, why aren't they all coming if there's a dragon? And I've just given everything to Rhea. What on earth? Wow. The dragon again. So maybe the connection was with this valley rather than anything that's happened to me. See if I can go across. I can't even get in there. Oh no. I feel awful, there's nothing I can do. I know. There is something I can do. Let's conjure something I don't feel I should be conjuring. A wraith, something of the undead, and let's see if they have a purpose. It does. Oh, this is really odd for my character to want to do this. So in a time against dragons, Kathra has found to call on the dark arts is useful. Ah! What a conflict. Lovely to have you here, both of you, by the way. Where is it? There. So I need to get in here then. That damage is just horrible. Kill a seal a tunnel? No.
It's really dead then? I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
No, I don't want to seal the tunnel. Oh my goodness. That's the second time that's happened. And I've just got to take notes. So she summoned something that was dead, and yet it helped her. Or did it? Is she looking for an excuse, Kathra, deep inside, to go back to something that was in her past? And again, that the damage, the kind of power that came from that spell just really unnerves her. She doesn't like it. I hope you've both been well, by the way, and your lives have been good, pleasant and fair and kind. I'm talking to you two, Mashi and Julie, rather than anyone in this game.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, I am. The name
because I've got to go and seal it.
King Ragnar.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do? Why did the passage let the dragons in? It's way too small. Something to do with magic.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks.
What?
Answered hitting the skooma, I say.
Here? The Sijic Order have been following me then. That's so good that the game just does that. That I've, as a character, I've picked up on my connection to the Sijic Order, and then this god does that. I have been fiddling with writing things, but that's just not me. Okay, let's have a look. Seal the tunnel before more enemies gain entry to the valley. So it is doing something to let enemies into the valley. But why would I?
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
Yes. What have you got for sale, Salem? Nothing. Okay. Then I'll take the horse. Oh. Oh, it just took a while to load. This is really upsetting that I have to do this. I just saw my friend. And now I have to go back. In no way does this feel right. This plate won't let me go, will it? wonder if it has something to do with the daedra. There's something unfinished. I had said, I think the last day she was here, there was something left unfinished, but my character is so tired. Let's have a look. Thirst and fatigue. Okay. Let's get on this horse. And let's go to this little place over here. And I just want to see if I can fill up my water here. I can't remember how to do it. Let's have a look. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. Won't let me do it. Okay. I bet I can fill it somewhere else though. Maybe at one of the taverns? Otherwise my character's in trouble that way too. Okay, let's go and have a look. See if there's something to drink here. Ah, okay. Good, because I think Kathra feels... Oh, okay, nope, still won't do it. I'm sure I just saw my horse do something very odd then. Let's go here. No, it's asleep. I know where there is somewhere to sleep. But not to drink. Frustratingly. Here. If I can use these beds, I'm sure the last time I checked I could. Wow. It never darkens here, that's interesting. I'm going to sleep for a very long time and wake up very hungry. I don't know, oh, that's interesting, thanks Mashi. I'll have a look, but this is still an interesting place and I realise there's some of the stories that I haven't closed, but I don't know if Kathra wants to. Yet. Hello Max. I'm rested but incredibly thirsty. Let's see first if I've got anything to drink. Yeah. I'm low on food. Okay, let's go and see if I can find my my horse. And let's see if before I... No, not even before, it's going to have to just be... Let's check. Hungry, okay. Let's go. Okay, so Kathra's still with some trepidation going here, but clearly something's going to happen in here that's going to change her future in some way. Let's save again. And I wonder if these spells are in some way attached. Okay, seal the tunnel. Ah, I see. Tell the king that the tunnel has been sealed off. That's it. It's as simple as that. I wonder if it's the magic in the stones and the magic in this place, whether I unbound something when I asked the blacksmith to dig his way through, or the miner I should say, to dig his way through. And what is it with this sword? Maybe Kathra shouldn't be in so much of a hurry to leave this place. I don't know. There's something here that I'm just not comfortable with, character-wise. Let's see if I get the disapproving grunt from the Queen again.
Huh?
Nope, just a quizzical one. Ah, a question. How did that dragon get in here? Oh.
Yes, I.
Varunkar's tomb acted as a barrier to Skyrim. You broke that barrier, allowing anyone to enter.
I put in a gate, so you should be able to leave and enter as you please.
What makes you think I want to leave? I am a king. Out there, I am no one. Get out of my palace and tell no one of the pathway out of here.
The reason I'm not talking at all is as soon as he spoke to me like that, Kathra's impulse, or any impulse, was almost subsumed by sheer anger. Thank goodness for this horse, right? And she has decided to break a part of her that was strong, which was to not steal and to not take. But there is a girl in the Valley of Peace who needs her father, and I was torn between whether I'd do it or not because I was asked to take this sword. But if that is the conscience and actions of a king, then maybe this valley needs a different king. Did you like that? That was just completely gut reaction as well from me as a player. Just, well, this is a interesting situation. I stole a sword.
Wonderful. Now hand it over.
I don't like his attitude either. What is with it with the men in this world?
Thank you very much. Here. This is the key to my house. The book is on the table in front of the fireplace.
Look like, do you know anything about Gildenthar?
I do. And I will tell you what I know. As long as you help me with something.
Oh, okay.
Well, you see, the king has a nice dwarven collection. And I would like a weapon from it.
Oh, I've already done this. Okay, so it's stuck. Okay. Ah, that king was so rude. And just something just bubbled in Kathra that just drove her to just unquestionably do something about it. Arcone's house. Okay. Where is it? There. Okay, so ahead.
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
Thank you. Read the legend of Gildenthar. More notes, people, more notes. And an interesting staff. Definitely dwarven, and I'm not allowed to touch it, that's interesting. So I'm to look and make connections. Very well. dwarven metal ingots, steal from the wardrobe. This person does have a fascination with dwarf mythology, of which my character Kathra knows little, even sensing in her past she knows nothing about this culture. Okay, read the legend of Gildenthal. I must remember to get water as well. Let's read. The legend of Gildenthal. Well, that was it. Okay. Let's see if I can actually read that book. There. Here we go. Fair play to them writing this. Tales spoke of an ancient Dwemer ruin, that was lost in time. As time progressed, Gildenthal remained the same. The effect Gildenthal created began to expand, creating a place that was no longer bound to the realm. Within Gildenthal holds a machine that holds the work of an ancient master crafter. Is that Vagrum Bagon or Bagon? During the First Era, or Yagrum, Bagon was working for the Dwemer chief tonal architect Ragnarak. It's like Ragnarok, isn't it? Or Kagranak maybe. When a new medium was activated in First Era 700, it caused his entire race to disappear. Bagon was in undescribed outer realm that was unaffected by time. Gildenthal has disappeared from Nirn and is now lost in time. So place. Button activation sequence. To the left of the waterfall, 1. 2. Near the statue of Mara. 3. Behind the king's palace. Okay, that's why I have to read this book then. Now what do I do? Well, I could activate those buttons, surely. This must be something to do with opening the place, right? Let's have a look. Enter Gildenthal, so it's over to me. So left of the waterfall. I could do finding my horse again. Waterfall. Waterfall. Back. Right? Let's go. This is a long way to go to just find a button, and I've got to hope I'm heading to the right place. Otherwise this is going to be another boring element of the cast for you to watch. Okay. I just want to see something else too. Does this mean I can leave if I want to? I wonder. Okay. There is a line across my screen, by the way, that I've not seen before. Okay. Does that count as the waterfall? Yep. And this is to its left, so let's have a look if I can find this button. And I remember this. Aha! Aha! Ah, fantastic. I love it. That's so good. That's really clever. Okay, that was the first one. And I know where I've got to get in, but whether it's open or not is a completely different thing. The statue of Mara, I remember, is when we first entered. Oh, I'm glad you didn't see a line. It's really thin. Actually, and it's actually gone now, so that's great. Okay, horse. Let's see what you're made of. Good stuff. The statue of Mara was over here. I remember it's one of the first places I saw. This person's dressed like Mara herself, actually. So it's around here, is it? Where is it? Maybe I should have stayed on my my trusty steed. I wonder if it's hidden up here somewhere. Not here. It will be close to the statue, won't it? Aha! There. Okay. That's the second one. The final one is behind this king's palace. Nothing. The people in this place are odd, cold, really. Something missing from them. And I love the fact that this stag is here, because that was the image on the first page of the book. And I like the fact that the last button is taking me back. But the dwarves I know little of, and I'm a little bit scared of... Well, excited actually. Nervous. With some trepidation I'm gonna head into a place that seemed to be made of machines. Okay, the king's palace. Behind it. That dragon's skeleton is still moving. Well, this is it. I don't ever remember seeing anything because I came behind before. But then I wasn't looking for... Aha. I wasn't looking for anything is what I was going to say. What would be nice is a cutscene watching the doors to the dwarven hidden place open. There's the beautiful boat that's taken me to dark places, and the smaller boat beyond which took me to even darker. Okay, and here should be a fisherman. The doors look closed to me. Did I do something wrong, I wonder? Didn't say I'd done it, did it? Left of the water, the statue of Mara behind the king's palace. Let me go in again. Aha. The lock can requires to activate the... Okay, let's go and have a look. Ah, that discovered water. Let's just... That is not what I meant to do. That is not good. Try that again. No, okay. I can't remember how to fill things up with water from the water skin. Let's just check. Activate the dwemer buttons hidden around the valley. This I did. But they were only working in a certain order. I should read the Legend of Gilded Thought again. I'm sure I did that in the right order. Let's check that again. To the left of the waterfall, near the statue of Mara behind the king's palace. I definitely did it in that order. Unless of course it's the other way round. But why would it be? Okay. My first priority at the moment probably is to find something to drink, actually. And get on my horse.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
But that's frustrating considering it seemed to acknowledge that I'd done it. Okay. One more time, otherwise I'm going to try and leave and then reflect on a better way of doing that. The first thing I want to do is see if there's a place where I can rest and drink. The Island of Darkness. Guinevere's Inn, isn't it? Arkansas. Tobias's Tavern, that's the place. Well, that's frustrating because I'm sure I did it in that order. The only thing I can think of is that I had clicking twice, but that... why that would make any difference, I don't know. Okay, let's go in. Thanks for don't forget to drink. Believe it or not, I just caught that.
Hmm?
Hooray.
Of course.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah?
So, the sequence is waterfall, statue, and then behind the king's palace, and yet when I did that, it didn't seem to work. I'll try it one more time in that order, just in case it didn't acknowledge me clicking the buttons, and then I'll try it backwards. But that seems very strange to me. Unless I'm missing something in the story that is telling me something about do it all backwards. Let's just check. Or I'm missing one. Tales of an ancient dwelling ruin that was lost in time has progressed. Gildenthal remained the same, so this is the ruin. The effect Gildenthal created began to expand, creating a place that was no longer bound to the realm. Machine that works holds the work of an ancient master crafter. This is the machine that this hoarder is after, isn't it? That sounds really stupid to me and dangerous. A new medium was activated. It caused the entire new medium. Is that the machine? Lost in time. That's it. To the left of the waterfall near the statue of Mara, behind the king's palace. That was the order, surely. Okay, let's go. Let's try again, otherwise I'm going to try and get out. Unless of course there's another statue, and that is not a statue of Mara, but I'm sure it is. And there was a button there. I'm fully expecting Mashi to do some sort of research for me. She's pretty darn good like that. There we go. Okay, this time it's done it. Who knew? Maybe I needed to go to the place first to set the quest off. It's another little glitch, but to be honest, this place is so beautifully rendered and made, I'm not going to complain. We're off. Instantly though, Kathra's got a slight distrust of dwarven technology. Okay. Mashi, that's ever so scary that I might have been able to work that out, but I'm completely thankful that you were doing so. Oh! And then Julie would be saying, you missed a statue. And she'd be right. Let's go back. There is a sense in Kathra of an impatience to not be here, and it's the idea of being away from the place that she's definitely meant to be. Ta-da! Okay. Which is not here, but in Bleak Falls Barrow. She knows that's the place where she's meant to be. But she's also worried that spells that she's got are so powerful that they might take those 3 guardians down. Might. But that they could kill her friends. So she may go alone. First, leave her friends and come back. Pick them up. And then never speak of that again. But that's going to be really interesting for a character to do something quite dark and destructive and then Go back. Oh no. Oh, phew, I thought the game had crashed. Well, it has. There's no building. Okay, let's just save that. If there is no building, there we go, it's loaded. There's me saying this place is beautifully rendered and then the whole building's missing. Okay, going around. Enter Gildenthal. But at the same time it didn't say 3 of 3 buttons. Let's see. I might have to come back. Oh. Well, this as a mod, as a player, as a mod, this it might be frustrating that the characters don't talk as much and that there's some disparity between the voices attached to some of the characters. But in terms of a place, it's amazing. That wasn't like that, was it? At all. Okay. Kathra taking the plunge, quite literally. Let's see if I can get in. Alright. Here we go. Don't tell me that's the Sigic Order. Oh. Well, these things are a lot stronger. Whoa, ouch. Follow the apparition. Oh no. Okay. It's been a while since Kathra's died, actually. Or had a vision, right? And she's gone in. So she's to keep to the right. This place is horrible. It's just, I wonder what had driven someone in here. How do I get in there if... Ah, I see. Gosh, that almost killed me again. I don't understand at all what I'm meant to do here. Yeah, I like the music, but it does add to the creepiness, doesn't it? Oh no. Nope. I understand. That's what's hurting me. Does that mean I have to turn this off, or...? I don't understand how to, oh god. Ah. That seems really cruel to... There's a 1 in 4 chance you're gonna press the right lever, and yet there's no clue. Okay. Lots of saves then. Interestingly, when I'm working, I usually have on some Jeremy Soule background music, like there's, you know, songs of Skyrim or Peaceful Tamriel or whatever. It's really lovely to kind of work to that music. There's the apparition. Leave this place is what it said though. This place looks horrible. It's a doorway of some sort. Down. Okay. I think I'm going to have the power of the valley and the weather of the valley. Okay. Hello, lovely newcomer. Welcome. A father, actually. I don't want to take anything from this place except the father of a girl. Whoa, okay, that did nothing. I'm hoping the electricity will. This place is hard. I wonder if I can use... Maybe this is the time. Let me see if I can find it. That isn't the spell. I'm looking for the spell that stops things hurting me. Hang on, teleport shooters. I have no idea when I learnt that spell. That's embarrassing. Okay. Fast healing, conjuration. Yes, maybe I should be doing that, you know. Or maybe I did this on my own. I could have sworn I had. Like the spell that would stop them hurting me. Hold on, like a barrier. There it is. Lesser ward. Okay, let's give that a go instead. Magic. Sorry, I don't know what I should be doing. L. So, go. Let's see if that makes a difference. Because if these things are made of metal and run on machines, then this... That was the wrong spell, by the way. I wanted that one. No idea where that just went. Souls in these things. So these things have been trapped like before. Ah! Whoa. Okay, okay. My character definitely needs to stop. Yeah, the Valley of Peace, thank you, Judy. But I'm still going to try that lesser ward. No. This place is just full of traps. What was that this time? Oh, okay, I went back over them. Okay, gather my senses. Weather of the valley. Lesser ward. Save. Before I make any more huge mistakes. I think the music brings a sense of urgency too. You know, this kind of hurry up. And why are these Nern roots here as well? What on earth? I do not like the look of this place. If I had the feeling there, up there, that you're out of your depth completely, then that's what Kathra feels here at this moment in time. And then the silence. God. Okay. This must have taken ages to create. But at the same time, I'd happily not be here. You're joking. I can't get across that. Oh. I literally can't get across that. You need to talk more about ethereal smithing for me. But this does seem like the belly of a great forest, doesn't it? Okay, where am I? That was the way I came in. It's so dark here. What was that? What was that? Something moved then. Whoa, again. Almost too quick for me to see. There. I've got the wrong spell, I think. No, it's definitely Weather of the Valley. Oh, okay. That hurt it. Did that do anything? Again, Kathra's character just doesn't feel right to be able to do this kind of, pull this kind of magic off. Up here, maybe. No. This place is just a risk everywhere. Yeah, possibly. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe over there's a lever. I'm so scared of going there. The last thing I want is another sphere kind of coming out and just ramming me into the lava. It's like... See, what am I activating here? That did it. Deep breaths. I'm not surprised I feel thirsty in a belly full of lava. I can tell you now that as a player it's really nerve-wracking moving from one place to the next, and it's probably the same for poor old Kathra too. This is as foreign a place as she's ever been to before. Okay. Here we go. No, I have nothing. That's to Zant Kunel, I think. Sorry if I've said your name wrong, but playing this storytelling way means I've started a Live Another Life mod, and it's meant that Kathra has no idea who she is, and although she's killed 2 dragons, she has no idea what's happening to her when she does. Okay, I still can't get there, even though the platform is raised. Oh, there we go. Shut off the water supply. Whoa! I've got no idea if that did anything. The ward. But if there's 2 of them, I'm done for. Oh, my character hates it here. I like to think, I don't like to think, because it's poor for her, but I like to think that she's kind of shaking. You know, this place feels so odd to her, and she feels so out of place, and these creatures that are coming at her. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whew. Okay, let's try that again. So you have to jump here, great. Just feels so soulless. I think that's what it is, and there's something about the music too. So search for the apparition. This is just a different place entirely. Look at it. Okay, where to next? Ah! Mashi, thank you. This knowledge... Let's pretend that Cathra's heard this knowledgeable wisdom from deep within her. That's just not working. Okay. So that would mean having to fight from further away. Or, instead of there being that, maybe I need something to distract. That's proving wonderful. So let's always pull up the cat. I mean, that's the way I came in, so could it be that it's gone back in there? Because there was that passageway, wasn't there? How to get back there? I know this looks a bit risky, but I'm gonna drop. And I'm just, whoa, okay. I'm just gonna see if he's gone back down here. I think my character's hoping it has, so yes. Cogs whirring. Ah, I know who you are. You are not who I meant to summon either. Let's have a look. Actually, you are. But that means I've got one spell. And the staff. Has that got any charge on it? Tiny amount. I couldn't hear that, that's annoying. Maybe I need to start summoning this Flame Atronach first. I've got a horrible feeling something's going to... Playing a mage is really hard and messy. I don't even know if that worked, but I'll keep trying it. Thing I've learned about these dwarven places: never rush. These people did not want you to visit. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this place. I think... Oh, I was hoping he'd set something off. Okay. Oh my goodness, no thank you.
We must use time as a tool, not as a crutch.
Why do I have a horrible feeling? About this. Ah, that's lifted. That's going to come to life, isn't it? But maybe that's a hint that... What am I doing here? Hold on. Search for the apparition. The machine of Gildenthar. Maybe this will help the valley in some way. I guess the question is, how do I get up there, right? And it would appear that this is the way. Okay. So annoyingly, they don't set anything off. Let's have a go. We all know something's going to come out here. So it kills it eventually, but these things last a bit longer than I want them to. Ah, there. Here. Whoa, okay. Once again, you'd think I'd hear my own words, wouldn't you? Don't rush anywhere. And again, we can tell what's going to happen here. Okay. Thank goodness for my familiar helping too. I oddly feel safer up here. Anyway. I wish I'd have caught... I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just slowly, if it's okay with you people, just set the music down a little bit. Tell me if you can't hear it. But I missed out on a bit of the voice then. If you can't hear it, I'll put it back up. It's not a problem. Oh, that's interesting. The glitch in there being trapped again. I know you're going to come to life. Okay, why have I got to go high? It's interesting. Oh, thanks, Mushy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Save again. There. Let's use that staff again. And then down here, isn't it? They really hurt. Can I haven't read how to do it yet as a character, and I actually genuinely don't know. I just want to see if I can use the staff of creeping cold. Charge, there we go. Wonderful. Okay, Kathra's got something from coming to this place. She's learnt something. Muffle. You move more quietly. That sounds like an extremely useful spell. Let's find out where that is, just so I can remember it. Alteration, right? Oh, I thought it'd be altering something, maybe not. Illusion. Okay. And a chest. Conjure Battle Mage. I think I've got one of them. Oh, thank you, Mashi, that's a great idea. You are this inner voice that my character desperately needs. I'm running out of food to eat that's not raw. which isn't great. I need to find something to eat quick. And I also need to find a way through. There we go. As you can see, I'm someone that enjoys saving quite a lot. Quite a lot. It's so dark in here. The light comes from this kind of... I don't want any power, thank you. Wow. Wow, in a good and bad way. This game does have its beautiful set pieces right up there. What on earth? And these tendrils as well. What are these? Well, guys, I think, and I realise I could be detested forever for doing this, but it's 10:30, and I've been playing for about an hour and a half, which is about as much as I play. And I think this is probably a good place to stop for me, and a terrible place to stop for Kathra because it's such a gripping beginning, but hopefully we can come back to this action and enjoy it another time. But this place is proving far more interesting, and I can't help thinking if this is a member of the Sigil Order guiding Kathra towards somewhere, because I can't help but see that that is the night sky in the distance. So, at a really frustrating point for a viewer, I'm sure, but on a great place for any storyteller, I'm going to stop on a suspense. Yes, that's true, Mashi. And it's really nice having you both back. And welcome to Zanuds and Ken, and take care, everyone. And I wish you a good evening. Bye bye.